always open the turnbuckle all the way open and all the way closed. The switch is on the latch, not on the actual door. For any Bramidan machines using baling wire, we preload baling wire into the machine. This means take your pointy end of your baling wire and stick it up through the top. A good way to do it is about 3 feet. You plug it into the top. There's a clip in there that will hold it in place. Just enough that you can reach the front. For the front wire, the easiest way to do it, make a slight bend, about a 45-degree bend, something like that. Put it straight in, and straighten it out, and then go backwards. The easiest again, put your foot right on here, put it into the clips. Do that for all 6 wires. So a pro tip, when you're putting your baling wire on the front, never put the loop end around this pin right here. Because what happens is when the bale is inside, you can't get it back off. If you just put it like this and straighten it out, then even when there's a bale inside, you can loosen it back out and tie the ends together. So we just filled up the baler and we got a flashing orange light. That means that the bale is full. It's a full bale. The best way to get a dense bale is to only put full boxes. Don't flatten them first. When you flatten them, you've got a lot of air in the bale because you can't compact it much more than they're already flattened. So better to just put full boxes in. The machine will press them into the corners and you'll get a nice square bale. So again, to open the door, actually a good tip is to open the top door just a little bit first and then open your lower door. And again, open it all the way open. You can see up here on the flashing light, whenever it senses that the switch is all the way open, then it's going to turn off or it's going to go solid. See? Okay, so now we got the door open. First thing we want to check for is that you have all the ends of your wire. If they're not attached at this point and you start pulling the top of the wire out, you might lose the wire. So just make sure they're all attached still. You take your bale hook, you go through the bale, look at what you're doing, go and catch the wire on the back end of it, and pull it through the ram. And again, the best way to do it, just pull it enough that you can use your hands. Because that way you can control it when you pull it out. That way they don't move out. You attach it at the bottom. You loosen the bottom. Again, we don't have it in the loop end. Go through the loop. Make your finger tight, just like this. Make sure up here on the top of the ram that it doesn't overlap. When it's sitting like this, then the bale won't come out. Make sure it's sitting straight in the channel. Again, make it tight, twist around. And again, just make it enough that you can get a hand underneath it. If not, you might break the wire. Okay, so we've got all 6 wires tied up. Everything is loose. They're all free at the channels. The last little step, a pro tip, is to push this one in. Just push this one in. If that moves freely like this, there's nothing stuck in the back. If it doesn't, then there's probably something stuck right behind it. So it has to run back and forth and stop in the out position. Okay, so we got both orange lights flashing. That means we're ready to eject the bale out. If one of them was only flashing, you can see this. Alright, if it looks like this and you're trying to eject it out and it won't allow you, again, it's because you don't have the turnbuckle open all the way open. As soon as you have that, both orange lights come on. To eject the bale out, you push them both at the same time, and then look what you're doing. Make sure that the bale comes out nice and smoothly. So again, stay clear of anything and don't stand anywhere close to where the bale's coming out. So even if you stop in the middle of ejecting the bailout and the green light starts flashing, the two orange lights are always active. So you can continue, just hold the two orange lights. And if you noticed it, I ran the ramp all the way to the top, even though the bail was out, because then the ejector plate falls back down to the top, and when it reaches the top, it falls back to the bottom. Okay, so our green light on the front will always indicate what's going on with the machine. If there's something you have to do, it'll start flashing. A single flash means the door is open. This is a single flash. Boop. Flash. That's a single flash for us. It'll do that either when the door is open or between each cycle. That means between each cycle you have to open and close the door. Then it will go solid. When I close this door, it'll go solid. That means it's ready to run. Two flashes. 1, 2. 1, 2. That means the emergency stop is pushed in. The emergency stop pushed in, or it's flashing 2 times. If you turn it clockwise, it's still flashing 2 times. Hit the green light once. Now it's solid, ready for operation. 3 times means the oil temperature is too hot. For that, cool down your machine, make sure it's not too hot, or make sure there's enough oil on it, and then that'll clear the error. 4 times means the overload is tripped, or the motor's running really hot. So 4 times is your overload protection. 5 times means that you have a PM that's due, so call for service for a PM. And 6 times means everything else. So everything that's not caught in here, every error, if it's flashing 6 times, call a Bramidan tech or call us and we'll try and help you out.